Hi, everyone. Deborah Taylor here, and happy Monday. Happy Monday after Thanksgiving. I can't believe that's even a real thing right now. I know it's been a really hard and challenging and long and frustrating and sad and scary time for many of you. But it's hard to say that it's already past Thanksgiving. I know some of you are like, get it over with. I'm so ready to get into next year. And others are like, where did this year go in spite of everything that's been going on? But it is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I'm sure for many of you it was different. I heard back from a lot of people that just stayed at their houses. That's what I did. Stay at their houses and just had it with their immediate family. They knew other people that had gone on and did their thing. Not here to judge. But it was different. Some of them liked it that they didn't have to go house hopping to 5 and 6 and 8 different Thanksgivings. And I'm sure for many, it will start a new tradition. It's okay that we don't always see every single person in our family. And some of us are happy that we don't have to see some of those people in our family. So I do hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to talk about, we're going to continue on with these holidays through here because we do have some more big holidays coming up, more food-oriented holidays coming up, and we still have everything that's going on in our communities worldwide with the COVID and election and health risks and things of that nature. So we still have all the same problems going on, and some have gotten worse. They've lost their jobs. They're rolling into some holidays. It's a very, very difficult time for many, many people. And with this topic that I want to talk about tonight on maintenance, I want us to continue forward because all these things we see are still going to go on whether we continue on a weight management program or not, whether we continue being friendly or not, nice or not, stay with our jobs or not. They're all going to still go on and go forward. And so we have to continue to go forward because we can't stop all this chaos going on around us. So I wanted to talk about maintenance. Now, I know maintenance for a lot of people are thinking it never works. I never even get there. But we don't do enough teaching about maintenance because you're only going to lose weight for a short period of time. I think I put in a post earlier in the group about losing weight for a year. I give everybody a year. But then you have the rest of your life, which I hope is 20, 30, 40, 50 more years that you have to learn to keep it off. And most people don't. They never learn to keep it off because they lose the weight and they think life is 100% better. I finally reached this goal and everything is great. And it's not so great. There are many great things about it. Don't get me wrong. But that wears off because you were consumed by your weight issue, but not everybody else around you was consumed with that. So they have that happy high for a while, then they go on. And then you're left to try to maintain this. And when you're into maintenance, you don't have what I call those happy highs anymore. The scales doesn't fluctuate, maybe 5 pounds back and forth. Okay. You don't go into another new size. You don't compete something bigger at the gym. It just stays. And it's like grinding over and over and over and over and over. That's what maintenance is. It's not a happy thing. It's a great thing that you got there, but you're not going to get any good feedback from it. And so what happens is we're so used to continuing with our weight management program and that it consumes a lot of our thoughts, and we do a lot of manipulation between I'm going to eat this, I'm going to redo this recipe, I'm going to try this exercise. We do what I call play dieting in our weight loss program, that now that we reached our goal, it's like, now what are we supposed to do? And that's what happens to many people is their life didn't change. The number on the scales changed, but their life didn't change. They're still married or not married to that person that they should have been married to or not married to. They still have those kids. They still have this job that, maybe not with COVID, but they still have this job that pays the bills but doesn't fulfill them. They may or may not go to church. They may or may not be in the house that they want. What happens is just that number changed. And maintenance is not taught very much because most programs are consumed with what you should eat, how much you should eat of it, how much exercise should you do, and how healthy your food choices should be. That is 5% of a weight loss program. 5. The other 95% is rebuilding your life. That's what needs your time and energy. So when I meet people and they're like, I understand that, you do all these things with food and stuff, but can you just tell me what to eat? Nope. I'm not your stomach. I don't know what you like. You have to know what you like. You're an adult. People should not be telling you what to eat, how much to eat of it, how much exercise you should do. Educate yourself on that. That's very important so you don't get conned into buying a diet pill or a new piece of machinery or especially made food. Those things did not cause you to gain the weight. They're not going to cause you to lose the weight. Okay? Weight loss is simple. It's a numeric game. That's all it is. Okay? You can put all the high tech and ketos and micros and count this and do this. It is all about the calories. All of it. Whatever you put in, if you don't need that in your life, then it will be stored. I don't care if you ate 2,000 calories of lettuce or 2,000 calories of chocolate. Your body will take everything that it needs to do its job, doesn't need your help, to do its job, and what you don't use, it will store as beautiful fat rolls, okay? The quality of the food between the lettuce and the chocolate is different. Your heart will thank you, but the fat rolls aren't going to change. I can't look on the scales and say how much was healthy food and how much was not healthy food. It was too much food. So we have to switch that thinking. It only takes about 5 minutes to understand the mechanics of weight loss. The other part of your day and your energy and your effort has to be on changing your life. It has to be. You have to work on those triggers. You have to work on the toxicity you're bringing forward, the people that are contributing to the negative, the unfulfillments that you have that you're using food to replace, the coping mechanisms that you don't have because food is coming in to save the day. That's what needs your help. And that's why so many people struggle with staying into maintenance. Simply because they didn't work on anything else but their diet. Okay, so you went from a size 50 to a size 12. You still married to the deadbeat? You still got them bad kids? You still living in a dump? You still don't have a car? You didn't finish school? You're not volunteering anywhere? Don't go to church? Come home from my dead-end job and watch Netflix, Hulu, whatever the case may be? And that's how you're going to spend the next 10, 15, 20 years? Well, you don't understand, Deborah. I don't have the money. I don't have the support. I don't have this. That shouldn't stop you. You don't need that. You don't need nobody's support. It's great to have it. It's a blessing. It's not a necessity. It's a blessing. It's not a necessity. You may not have all the money now. So instead of watching Netflix all night long in the evening, why don't you go get that part-time job that you can put to that new business or some education or training so you can go do the job you want to do. Right? Those are the things that we have to think about in maintenance. Now, why is this so important? When I teach the Weight What management program that's online or those that are doing it from the book, we do that program 6 days a week. Six. Why only 6? Because we need a day off from everything in our life. We get a day off from our jobs, a couple days off. We take time away. I need mommy time, daddy time from our kids, from our spiritual life, from just unwinding, relaxing, getting away from all the noise. If we do it 7 days a week, we create this persona that we've got to be perfect. And you have no outlet. You have no room for failure, and you have no teaching tool. The 6 days a week is to teach you how to get off your weight loss program and back on. So what happens is people doing our program have a day off every single week. I've lived like that. I have a day off every single week. Every week, I can blow my food out of the water because it helps me stay on the other 6 days a week. So for instance, today, let's just say I was having cheesecake withdrawal. I'm not, but let's just say I was having cheesecake withdrawal from eating it on Thanksgiving. Okay, this coming Saturday, because that's going to be my day off, I have to do 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 days on, 1 day off. I can eat 12 cheesecakes if that's what I want to do. Just not today. I got to go 6 days, then I can blow it out of the water and get right back on track. It helps you work through those cravings and unnecessary food. 6 days is all you need to be able to lose all your weight, keep it off, learn maintenance for the rest of your life. You have to have an outlet. You have to have a diffuser, because some of these issues that we have to deal with in dealing with our weight are tough. They're not going to be solved in one counseling session or one video or one letter. They may go on for several weeks or several months, and those days off, you may need your buddy / food to help you. Many of my one-on-one clients, I will tell them, I don't want you to work on this exercise until your day off, because you may need food to help you, and that's okay. You'll eventually conquer that. But for now, in the early stages of weight loss, you may need your food to help you, because these are some very difficult things. Some things we can fix with ease. It's just a mindset change or a shift. But other things, we got to dig deep and work on those for a while. Okay? Maintenance is so important between now and the end of the year. You don't have to throw in your weight management program and just say, I'll just start again in January. After the year I've had, I'm just going to do this and that. Why? You have like 5 weeks. 5 weeks. I could put on 50 pounds real easy in 5 weeks. Okay, or more. But why? Why can't I wake up on January 1st or January 2nd and be the same size I am today and still enjoy the holidays, still get off track a little bit, and then pick up where I left off without any extra work to do? It's very doable, because as food addicts, we tend to go on and off. I'm either all in this program, I'm going to do it by the book with no mistakes, or, oh my gosh, I took a bite of a candy bar, I'm a failure in life, let me quit and do nothing at all. We always have those extremes, and that's why we're addicts. Gamblers have it, drug addicts have it, alcohol, spending, porn, all addicts are extremes. They're either all in or they have failed. And the goal for an addict to think about every day is reaching for the middle. No, I didn't make the healthier choices, but I stayed where I needed to stay. Like for me, I eat 1,500 calories on the 6 days a week, 500 for each meal. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to keep a log. As long as wherever I go for lunch, I don't go over 500 calories. I eat out wherever I want to eat, and I know I'm still on track. Unless it's my day off, then I don't worry about it. So usually I have bacon and eggs or sausage and eggs for lunch every day. Real eggs, real bacon, like greasy bacon, not turkey bacon. No, 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 no. That should be illegal. Real bacon. I keep it at 500 calories. I can eat that at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm not even hungry until 2 or 3. Well, by then I'm so close to dinner. So I either will have lunch or a light lunch or maybe just a snack and then have dinner. But as long as I don't go over that, I don't have to write it down. And I eat a lot of the same things all the time. Most people do. They may branch out here and there, but they eat most of the same things every time. So you don't have to carry a calorie book or look it up on your phone. Okay. Once you get it and get that number thing that I'm talking about, then you don't even have to worry about it. You're done. I can go out to eat at any place I want, and I can pretty much tell how much is in it. I don't go to McDonald's and get a quarter pounder and fries. I get one or the other, because they're way, way, way too close to 500 calories. Okay. I get one or the other. I don't have to have both. Took a while to get there. At any restaurant going out, you don't have to know how many calories are in it. That's why, for those of you who are in my group doing the 275 rule, that's what we use. 2 numbers you have to remember, 200 or 75. So what I'm trying to share with you is that with your food, you don't need all those calorie books and all that. And it takes very little energy. You need to take the other 95% of your day, thoughts, and energy and focus on your life. Because if you don't start changing it while you lose the weight, when you hit goal weight, you'll have your happy high and people giving you compliments, and that is just fabulous. That will fade. And you still have the same life hovering around you that helped contribute to your weight. Because a fat life cannot go into a thin life. We do things differently. We handle things differently. You're going to lose some friendships along the way. You're going to upset some people along the way. You're going to see the crap you put up with that you shouldn't have. You're going to be mad at yourself for a while. People aren't going to like you because they never really did. They might have used you, they may have leaned on you, but they wouldn't have. So while you're losing weight, you will be shedding people and things and ways and situations along the way. That's why I have you work so hard in the group on other things. Like if I went through the whole group tonight and said, okay, are you, and leave COVID out of the thought process for a minute, are you in the job that you love? Can you say you love your job? If not, why are you doing it? I love what I do in working with weight management people. Love it. Could do it day or night, 7 days a week for the rest of my life. Okay. If you can't say that you love your job, why are you doing it? Why haven't you got the education or the training or switched the job? Are you in the relationship you should be in? Are you happy? Are you happy? Not that they make you happy, but are you in the right relationship? Does it enhance you? Does it add to your life? Does it help you grow? Is it a great support? Does it have the ingredients that you need to have a healthy relationship? Okay. How's your spiritual life? Is that working out for you? What about your physical life? These are the 6 things I talk about. Everybody has the same 6 things that they have to work on. How's your money? Now, COVID's put a damper on that. So I want you to think beyond that, before this hit and changed things. Okay. Do you have bad habits? Do you know where that an extra $50 go? Like I can't seem to go in the dollar store and come out without spending $100 or more. I had to really get myself in check with this dollar store thing. Because it's like you went in for one thing, you came out with 5 bags. I had to really get it in check. How do you do that? Keep track of your money for a couple weeks, where every penny goes. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how much you can save when you pay attention to it. Just like you're surprised at how much you eat when you pay attention to it. Okay. So the 6 areas of our life are physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, social. They're in the group. Go to the documents. I've done a lot of lessons on those. Okay. That part of your world is where maintenance thrives and you have to work on. That's 95% of weight loss success, not the food and exercise. Those are the mechanics. They don't change. They don't change as you're losing weight, and keep it off. I do the same thing now that I did while I was losing the weight, but I changed my life a lot. I got rid of a lot of people that meant me no good. I raised my standards. I set some boundaries. I put some goals out there, which is what I want to challenge you now. Okay. I want you to put a carrot in front of you. I've said that since I was 17 years old. I had a talk with a friend of mine who we're going to meet for dinner in a week or 2. And I said, I've done a lot of things in my life, but I have, 1 or 2 more carrots that I still want to do that are still just brewing inside of me. And she's like, you have done so much and been so many places and accomplished all these different things. And I was like, I really have. She goes, you've done more than like 5 or 6 people have done. And I don't look at it that way because I don't compare my life to other people. But hearing it come back from someone I trusted, it really made me stop and think. So I wrote out that night of all the things I've accomplished. And I was like, wow, I forgot about this and this and this and this and this. And they were great. I've had a very, very fulfilling life. I've done some great things. I've done some horrible things. I've done some things that shouldn't have took so long. Lots of mixture. But I can say I've had a very fulfilling life, but my life isn't over. And I still have some things I want to accomplish. That's why I'll be 56 in 2 weeks, getting my PhD. Just about done with it. I'm about 6 months away from it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, at that age. Now, I do have some other degrees and different things of that nature, but it's like, I hear so many people, you should have done that back when out of high school. I just wasn't ready then. I built up companies, sold them and built them up and traveled the world. Okay. My point is I always put a carrot in front of me. How do I know when I'm standing still or just spinning in my wheels? Is my food gets out of control. I start snacking more and eating more, because when I hear myself say I'm bored, that means I'm under challenged. I don't have enough going on in my life, enough good things. because this is what happens. And I remember a pastor of mine told me when, oh gosh, I was probably 13 or 14 years old in my hometown church. And he wasn't even talking to me, but I heard him talking to someone else. And he said, your life is always moving forward or moving backward, but it only hovers for a very, very short period of time. And then it will automatically go backwards. That alone scares me because I love to accomplish things. I want to be able to learn and change and grow. I learn a lot of things in the season that they come. I learned how to remodel my house because I couldn't pay to have it done. So I'm like, I can learn how to do it. I don't ever want to do it again, but I've learned how to do that and learned how to change lights and put drywall up and all kinds of things. And it's been great. I'm glad I did it. It wasn't a career path I was trying to do. So some of this is just adding some hobbies back in your world. Maybe you have the ideal marriage and the ideal job and you love that, but something's missing if you're still using food. So we have to identify what in those 6 areas. So what I want to do is challenge you this week to maintain your weight. If you're still on the roll of losing weight and the holidays and stuff aren't bothering you, keep going. I'm right there with you. I'm walking that path with you. But if right now, which the majority of the feedback I got were people were just maintaining their weight, great, maintain it. Because you can wake up January 2nd weighing exactly what you weigh now, or being in the same clothes you weigh now. As long as my pants button on January 2nd, I'm golden because I don't weigh. I think that's ridiculous. Never has made me happy. So as long as those pants button on January 2nd, I'm golden. That's what maintenance is. And that's what's not taught, because once your weight gets where it needs to be, it doesn't need your attention anymore. Your life has to have it along the way. And then from the time you hit goal weight, the rest of the way. So I'm asking you to post in the group after you've listened to the video of what is your carrot? What is your next accomplishment? What are you going to work toward? Are you going to work starting your business since you've lost your job? Are you going to work on volunteering? Are you going to work on getting a job? I don't know that they call that at your church, but maybe you want to be choir director or something within your faith. Maybe you want to start training for a marathon. Maybe you want to learn how to swim. Maybe you just don't know how to swim and you want to learn how to swim. Is that your next carrot? But these are things that add to your life, because if you don't feed back into your life and grow, learn, change, and grow. My favorite words, learn, change, and grow. Learn, change, and grow. If you don't do that, you're going to need food to shut it all down. Okay? So what is your carrot? What are you working toward? Okay? What do you have going on in your life? You have to, as a grown adult, mechanically or manually, put that carrot in front of you every time. When I reach a goal, I put another carrot out there. I can reach 5 goals and think, I've done well. Okay, well, what you gonna do for the next 10 years? Well, I've just done all this stuff. Okay, well, you're gonna be living for the next 10 years. And first and foremost, I'm always a food addict. You're always a food addict. So in those 10 years, you can either put the weight back on, or you've got to put some more carrots out there of enhancing your life. Your life is supposed to give you back what you're getting artificially from food. I'm going to say that again. Your life is supposed to give you back what you artificially get from food. If you get comfort from food, your life should be comforting you through your friendships, through your relationships, your coworkers, your family. Your life should be doing that. If you get fulfillment from your food, if that's how you have to celebrate, your life should be able to give that back to you. So as you're pushing food out, you have to be building this life side in. Otherwise, we push food out and we have nothing. So common sense is going to tell you you're going to go back to food. Okay. So as you're doing your weight loss program or maintaining, because they're both important, let's focus on this life side between now and the end of the year. What carrot or carrots can you put in front of you? Can you start a new hobby? Can you work toward that new business plan? Can you change churches, get a role in your church, start a church? Can you get some education? There's so many free educational programs right now. Can you write that book? You know that book you've been writing since 1944? Yeah, that book. Start. You'll learn how to publish it and do all those things later, but start. Because if you don't increase your life side, you will have to keep the weight in order to do that. So I challenge you to put in the comments or in this week in the group, write out your carrots. What are you going to do? I am going to start this. Okay, we know how to write those goals. So it has to start with I will, which is an action. What are you going to do and when? Okay, not I will start school after I lose weight. This has zero to do with weight. You have to invest in your life. Even though the darkness is around us, the fear and the chaos and the uncertainty, go inward and focus on building you up. What do you need that you get from food that your life is supposed to give you? Okay? So this is not a food or exercise thing you're supposed to do. It's a life thing. And if you could feel comfortable enough to share it in the comments, that would be fabulous. Because trust me when I tell you, if you deal with it, so does other people. Right? So I'll be looking for your carrots this week in the group to see what they are. Have a fabulous week.